Hey guys, doing another video about creatine. Appreciate you guys that have watched the first one. Um, the first type I used was creatine ethyl ester. So it's similar to creatine monohydrate, but it has an ester attached to it to help transport it. It's supposed to be more efficient to get to your muscles. So they typically, instead of 5 grams of monohydrate, you only have to take 3 grams. There's been some debate there, and it's supposed to have less water retention, like bloating. That's one of the side effects of monohydrate, which isn't a bad thing for your muscles. But if you're doing a show or you're doing a photo shoot and you want your muscles to look hard, vascular, you'll want to get off creatine. So you'll get rid of that water retention. And for certain people, it's worse than others. It's really only a visual thing. Really, it can help your muscles perform, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. I never get too much water retention either way. Like I was saying, the first type I used, creatine ethyl ester. I started when I first started lifting, really doing free weights when I was 16. So I was doing that and whey protein, and that was about it. Just eating that whey protein, multivitamin, and I typically would take I was taking about 5 grams of CE, but all the way up to almost 10 grams before working out. I was taking large dosage of it, which, like in my first video, you have to be very careful, stay hydrated, or else, yeah, your kidneys will shut down. Be very careful, always stay hydrated, no matter what you're doing. If you're outside and it's hot out, you better have water. You know, you're gonna lose your mind, and then other things can start failing. Really, it's that bad. Like when I'm in the gym, I'll usually go through 10 to 20 ounces of water, depending on how much I already drank. If I have usually my pre-workout shake, I like to have about 6 to 8 ounces for that. So when I'm in the gym, I can get away with maybe just having 8 ounces. I know my body and how much I'm sweating and this and that. So, but it's always good to be safe. So around 10 ounces, and that's for somebody, a male. Like I'm usually close to 200 pounds. So that's like a general guideline. You'll figure out. But yeah, I mean, if you're drinking too much water, you'll be going to the bathroom a ton. So that'll be the sign to back off, because you can drink too much water. I mean, people have died from drinking too much water. Like the lady going on the radio show, oh, drink a gallon of water in less than an hour. I mean, somebody should have called and stopped that. Because if I would have heard that, I would have called them and say, stop now, because I know what it's going to do. It's going to kill you. Yeah, it's just crazy, and she died. This is the insane things that happen in our world because people are just foolish, and they don't know any better. It's sad. But anyways, yeah, so I started using creatine ethyl ester, and that worked great. I mean, it works really great if you're lifting in the 4 to 6 rep range, lifting pretty heavy. I typically like to lift from the 10 reps down to 1 rep, you know. Right now I've been pretty much, I warm up with about 12 reps light, and then keep progressively moving the weight up and do like 10, then 8, then 6, then 4. And a lot of times I'll get down to doing 1 reps really heavy, either, probably 90% of my max, or setting a new max at 1 rep. I think creatine really works great, and if you research it, because creatine is to make ATP energy, which is used, there's different cycles of it, but typically it's the first 10 seconds of an energy burst. But there is cycles where it can be 30 seconds to a minute, and then you get into your glycogen, and then after that you get into your fat. You can research more of that, but I'm just staying general to help you help your fitness goals. How creatine really can help with the heavy duty cycles of lifting, really. But it can also help endurance wise. You could make it help that way, but for me, I've really focused on heavy powerlifting, and for bodybuilding to put on size. Around 4 to 6 reps is where my body likes it. And my body even likes 1 to 2 reps a lot of time. Really heavy, controlled reps put a lot of size on me. So I typically don't do like high reps, like 20 reps, things like that. I really don't do it much. I'm not saying don't do it. You should have the full spectrum, but I only have, you have so much time and energy, so I focus on putting on size, so I know where to put my energy into the heavy lifting. I use the lighter lifts to get the blood flowing, to warm up, and that. And every once in a while I'll do some high rep stuff, but 99% of the time you'll see me lifting heavy. That's just how I've been doing it for a decade. That works best for my body, but it depends on your goals too. Let's see. After using creatine ethyl ester for many years in high school, and then even in college, and then I have used monohydrate because NO-Explode has monohydrate, and I bought in monohydrate on its own and tried that too, just to see the differences between creatine ethyl ester and monohydrate. And for me, they work about the same. I really don't get much water retention either way. I mean, right now I got it's a creatine monohydrate. It's micronized. So micronized is supposed to be easier on your stomach, digesting, no upset stomachs, better absorption, possibly. Really, for me, the debate still goes on whether an ester attached to the creatine helps that much, or if it's worth it. But they're about the same in price, so you can try them both out. Really, you'll probably find about the same effects and about the same dosage. Like for somebody that's about 200 pounds, you'll probably take about 5 grams before your workout and 5 grams after. And I like to take it before, obviously, hopefully shove some in the muscles while they're working and give you some energy then. But there's also a great window where your muscles will absorb creatine after your workout. So it's great to put in your post-workout shake. So I typically do 5 grams before, 5 grams after, and I keep it simple like that, really. And I haven't tried Creatine. That's the other one. Those are really the 3 main creatines out there right now. But ester was supposed to be so much better, but people stay like try and true to the monohydrate. And I've been using, like I said, like you can look at my arm, like I've been using this micronized monohydrate, and I really don't have much water retention, like at all. Like, so I don't have that problem. Some people might have a little bit of retention, but you get off this stuff for a week and a half, your muscles are going to be firm. That's if you have a photo shoot or you just want that look. And for the time being, when your muscles are full with water, it will help you lift. So yeah, I just wanted to put a little bit more information on creatine. And like I said, always stay hydrated, whether you're on creatine or off of it. Hydration is so important to cleansing your body. And when you go to the gym, you should bring your own water, because tap water anywhere in the United States is just, it's rubbish. It's really not good for you. The pH is usually way off, and then of course it's contaminated. So you should try to get good spring water. I always recommend Zephyr Hills. It's been tested by many people, and it's gotten good results, and I've been using it for a while. But yeah, like going to the gym and drinking their water, and you're trying to be healthy, it really doesn't make sense. Water is one of the most important things. I mean, what is our body mostly made of? Water. And you're putting in filthy water. How do you think that's going to help your body? It's going to be, subpar. Just like putting crappy fuel in your car. You can have engine problems if you get really crappy fuel. I mean, geez. Yeah. So you want to put the best water that you can get. Whether it be filtered, distilled, or like I said, I recommend just buying spring water. It's really not that expensive, and it's really important to your body. So I hope you guys appreciate it. All right. Thank you.